Hi, Manuel. I don't think we can start without talking about the news that broke shortly before we started chatting. Erling Haaland signing a new long-term contract. How incredible is that?
Yeah, I mean, he's probably the best striker in the world, and we're so happy to have him in the team. And even now for 9 or 10 more years, so I'm really happy to see this news, and I'm looking forward to play longer with him.
He did have quite a dry spell, not scoring yet. He's very close to the top of the Golden Boot race. What does that say about his quality?
Yeah, even that you say that he had a dry spell and he's still so close, that shows how much he did, and still does for us, even though he's not scoring goals. So it's not always the impact about goals, but obviously you want to see your striker score, and you want to see your defenders or keepers have a clean sheet. But it's not always about that; it's about the performance, and I think he helps us a lot, even though he's not always scoring goals.
In the announcement video, he said, "Sorry defenders, I'm here to stay." With you being a defender and all, how much grief does he give you on the training pitch?
To be honest, we don't have too much training because we've got so many games, so it's more about recovery in between. So we don't really go at each other so many times in training. But I played with him for now 4 years or more, even more. So I know how it is to play against him. It's really tough. So I'm happy he's in our team.
How about your game though? You've been with Manchester City now for about 2.5 years. With a manager like Pep Guardiola who changes things up a lot, how do you keep yourself in the starting 11 for most of the games?
I'm trying to adapt as well. He expects a lot of all of us players, puts us in different positions and different formations that we play in. So for me, it's always also a challenge to adapt to the new thing, to adapt to the players I play around, and I enjoy it, and I try to do my best.
But there have been lots of special moments during your time with Manchester City. You managed 4 Premier League titles in a row, first Champions League title. The reality is that things aren't going as well this season, but it seems like you're finding your groove again. How are you feeling about the rest of the season now?
Yeah, I'm confident. I think we turned it around. Obviously, we had a couple of games where we didn't play well and we deservingly lost. But I think there was also games in between that we did well, but we just didn't get out with the result, or didn't get what we deserved. But that's part of football. Sometimes you don't play well and you win, and sometimes you play well and you don't win. So now I think we're on a good run, I would say. But even with the games before, I think against West Ham and before against Leicester, we did well in the FA Cup game as well. And now we got another important game coming up this weekend.
There is still a lot that Manchester City is playing for this season. As a player, how do you prepare yourself for a ton of football that is still to come?
I think it's simple. You just focus on the next game because you can't think about what's going to be in 3 or 4 weeks. I mean, somewhere in the back of your head, you think about it, but the main focus is always on the next game because that's only how much we can do. Then we'll see what comes after. But the main goal is to get 3 points and take them home from there.
It is also prime time for Manchester City, who have a knack of stepping things up in the second half of the season. What is the secret to that you're almost always able to do that in recent times?
I mean, we're trying to win every game, but it just doesn't always go the way as you want to. But I don't know, when it matters more, we even more focused, and we like to be in this situation to go for everything. But now we'll see what happens. I mean, we're not in the top 4. We definitely need to get in there as quick as possible, and then hopefully can come back and fight for the title. But it's we dropped too many points, so now we gotta just focus on game by game and then see where we can go. And the same thing is in the Champions League. We got to get into the next round, and FA Cup, I think we got comfortably through, and see how it's gonna be in the next round.
Yeah, you're on the up now, but during that time when you had that dip, how difficult was it trying to turn things around, and what did the manager say to the players?
Yeah, it wasn't easy because I don't feel like we did a lot of things differently, but we did easy mistakes. We conceded easy goals. We made it too easy for an opponent and made it hard for ourselves with the chances that we didn't use, or gave the ball away when we were in a good situation. So we had to fix these things and turn off these easy mistakes to give the opponents opportunities. And I think we did it well. We got out of it, and the manager was as well. He said, I know it's there, and there's not a lot of things you can do, because we shouldn't just change everything just because a couple of games didn't work when we did all this before as well, and it worked. So we try to work on the easy stuff, try to run more, try to win more duels, try to not make easy mistakes, and I think we turned it around, but we still got a long way to go.
And as a player, from a player's perspective, it can be easy to lose a lot of confidence during that time. Like, how do you keep yourself lifted mentally going through such a tough time?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot about confidence in any sports, and yeah, when the results don't come, it's something, but the performance as well. I think it's even more important than the results, because if you perform well, you can easily win more games than when you don't perform, and that's what we had to look at ourselves, and we knew as well, as players, we didn't play as well as we could, and as we are expecting us to play. And this happens sometimes, and then we have to lift each other up again, one by one. And I think we're on the right term, and yeah, we're going into the right direction now.
Yeah, we see that direction going now, lifting up until the end of the season. As we've spoken about, Manchester City just go up and up in the second half of the season. Interesting times that you find yourself in, but we're excited to see what happens for the rest of the season, and we wish you all of the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you.